It looks like we're alive. Hi, well, we are waiting for the stream to show up on all media. Let me check whether there are any questions and let me see who's tuning in live. If you are live, please type hashtag live. If you're watching the replay, type hashtag replay. I'm Iskra Petrova, and as every Thursday, we are going to have a heartfelt conversation. And today's topic will be about self guidance and self leadership. Let me first know whether these are topics, these are concepts that you are working with. Do you have any questions going on in your head related to them? Or maybe this is a totally new area and you have never thought about, are you guiding yourself? Are you letting others guide you and give direction in your life? Do you feel as a leader, not just for your team or in your business, but as a self leader? So if you have any ideas, any thoughts, any particular opinion, I'm more than happy to read them and I will come back to continue the conversation with you. So let's start now. Let me first check if we're live in all social media channels. We should be live on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. And please, when you comment in the chat, share with me where are you tuning in from, because it doesn't show me the media where you're connecting from. So, hi again. I'm Iskra Petrova, the Clarity and Confidence Coach and Self Empowerment Mentor. And today we will start first talking about the concept of self guidance. And I will tell you straight away the secret: self guidance and self leaderships are different words or different expressions of two of my favorite concepts: clarity and confidence. Maybe you already guessed it, but I'm telling it straight away. I don't want to get into scientific definitions about them, but I think intuitively you know that for you to feel confident, to be able to practice or to have the awareness of self guiding yourself, you need to have certain level of self awareness, of some clarity about who you are, about your values, about the fundamental principles, the guiding principles in your life, about your goals. So self guidance is possible when you have this awareness of yourself, when you have this sense of connection with some kind of purpose, with some intention. While self leadership requires a bit different set of skills, which, as I said a bit earlier, is more closely related to the expression of confidence. It is related to motivation, it is related to setting this intention for achieving some goals. And it's not always easy for us to be self-guiding ourselves, to be self-leading ourselves. Sometimes we find it easier to do it with other people. And please feel free to write, to type below in the comments, in the chat, whether you agree with me or not, and if you have any examples in favor of one or another opinion. Because if you don't know me, if you haven't met me before, I'm a co-creator, I'm an active co-creator and connector, as we had a conversation recently with one of my friends. And I love to have this exchange of energy in which we are creating sometimes new concepts, sometimes enriching conversations. And yes, today we are creating a heartfelt conversation. So, why did I decide to offer this topic? Because recently I led a process for a small group of change makers, consisting of coaches, mentors, therapists, healers, in which it struck me how different we are and how important is to be clear about how we are expressing ourselves in life. I take it because I'm very conscious, who am I surrounding myself with, how am I creating the environment, whether it is a supportive environment or not, and preserving my energy, preserving or maintaining, creating a space, safe space for everyone to express themselves. I realize that I take it as granted that the people that I'm surrounding myself with are people who are conscious about their desire to becoming the authentic expression of themselves, and to becoming leaders, on first place being self leaders. I realize that for some people this is not true. For some people, their values, the set of values, even though they match the values that I share, my core values, which are trust, purpose, connection, impact, compassion, creativity, joy, thriving, abundance. For other people, there are different ways of stepping into action, and they willingly or readily they let themselves to be guided by other people. And this is something that I realize, maybe because it is due to the fact that one of my leading archetypes is maverick. I'm a maverick, and for as long as I remember myself, I think even when I was 6, 7 years old, I was very afraid to share, to speak my voice. I realize that the very first sentence when I started speaking when I was around 2 years old, I was telling my mother how she should be dressing one of my dolls, and I was telling her that she wasn't dressing it properly or the way I thought she should be putting the hat on my doll. So it's not something that comes easily for everyone. And many people feel safer to be guided, to be given instructions, to be given directions. But I realized that I am personally attracted or inspired or excited to be co creating with people who are searching to find or to create their inner guidance compass, to create this set of principles, of tools after they explore and learn who they are, after they develop this profound self awareness about their personality, about the way they think, about their mindset, about their set of core values, about their intentions, about their purpose, and are curious to explore the possibilities of expressing this whole potential that lays inside of them. And this is different for other people who still have the desire to realize a higher potential, who want to be of service, who want to create a positive difference in the world, who want um, to to make a change, to make a difference, to leave a legacy, but they feel more comfortable following someone's guidance. So this is such a huge difference that until recently I wasn't thinking about, and it happened for me experientially, simply by witnessing the expression of these differences of these different positions in this process that I hosted recently. And let me know, how do you feel? Do you think that if you decide consciously to be led by a mentor, by a guru, by a teacher for certain time or for longer, if you choose to be led and to follow the guidance, the instructions of other people, do you feel that this is diminishing the sense of self guidance, or it's the opposite. I'm not saying which one is right or wrong. I believe that there is no right or wrong. It's simply a matter of personal preferences. It's simply a matter of needs, because we, on first place, we have to be acknowledging what are our human needs, and we can look at our structure of needs using different models, the models of Tony Robbins or the expanded Maslow pyramid. And there are so many other models that we can use for developing this self awareness. But looking at our needs and finding the set of tools to satisfy these needs a, is a priority. So, you personally, do you feel that you need to be guided right now and to follow direction, to follow a plan that someone else is setting for you? Or you're a person who's really curious to explore in the uncertainty who you are, to play and to follow your intuition, to risk and to make choices, to make decisions, and in this way to grow experientially, understanding yourself and understanding your interaction with the world through your practical actions, your practical connection and exchange of energy. So this was simple and very brief introduction in the concept of self-guidance, and there are many things that I could say about it. Um, Coming back and simplifying it to this one word, clarity, I would like to ask you, what do you think are the pitfalls, are the obstacles for you to be achieving clarity? And feel free to share stories, feel free to ask questions below. I have developed several processes that I teach my clients in our private membership and in my signature program, the Empowered Life Mastery, which is the evolved version of the Show Up Incubator. And we have a whole set of 3 modules that is dedicated to developing the clarity. And in couple of weeks, actually starting on the 22nd of September, I'm going to run again the 5-day retreat, Befriend Your Inner Critic. And I guess that you know now, just from the name of this process, that listening to the self-doubting thoughts, listening to the loud or silent voices of the inner critic is something that may dim the light, can obscure the clarity that we need, and certainly can diminish or stop us from developing the confidence that we need to start putting in action the goals, the intentions, the development, the expression of our own potential. I will leave it up to here for now because I want us to really create an engaged conversation. We can continue it here in the comments below this video, or we can continue in my messenger. I will continue sharing posts and stories in my social media. And next week, we will step deeper into the concept of self leadership. Let me know if you have any comments, any questions, any stories. And I'm really excited to have a real, deep, honest, open, heartfelt conversation with you. For now, I'm sending you lots of love from my heart to yours. And if you want to go deeper in a more safe space, I would like to invite you to join my closed free Facebook group, Clarity and Confidence for Changemakers. I will share the link below, and you're most welcome to join if you consider yourself a change maker. Much love again, and I will see you soon.